think we would have said that the meeting was worth it. The cyber is a critical and a germane factor to the development of mankind, especially now. But good as its intentions could be, there are factors militating against it, which I would say dovetail into what we call today cyber crime. In Nigeria here, for instance, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, last year said that 80% of its prosecutions has to do with cyber crime. And that therefore means that every right-thinking organization, individual or citizen of this country will be concerned on how to take us out from that very dangerous terrain. And that has influenced or has necessitated this well-thought-out program by the Ministry of Information and Communication and Strategy, Akwa Ibom State, such that a workshop on cyber crimes and other press-related infractions, the legal implication is held here today. But before we continue, thank you very much. The event is very important, and as such, we also have here, we are blessed to be joined here by very important, and look at the fact that we also had this kind of season in 2014, preparatory to the governorship election in 2015. He was a strong contender, but politics did not bring us here. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about the lecturer of the 86th inaugural lecture of the University of Uyo, where he did exceedingly well. He is the pioneer dean of the nascent but burgeoning Faculty of Communication and Media Studies in the University of Uyo, himself a professor of marketing communications and applied rhetoric, also in the University of Uyo. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the chairman on this occasion is Professor Peter Esu. We shall be blessed with a panel of discussants. But for now, let us introduce the keynote speaker for this program. You look at the topic, they say the legal implications. And like they say, you cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. The keynote speaker here has earned all his money, almost all his money, from the courts and the related matters. Distinguished, and that is why we are here, legal implications. He is going to do justice to the topic so carefully selected, and you cannot do justice more than the senior partner of Justice Chambers. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the keynote speaker for this event is no other person than Barrister Ekemini Udem. A round of applause for him. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much. We will come back to Mr. Cletus Ikpong and indeed the entire panelists. The chairman. Right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. The chairman on this occasion, distinguished guests, panelists, we needed to check our guests before we go to the host. Where I think the host, as it were, is properly considered. Maybe we were also waiting for the director of public relations, and she has just come right on time. I do. Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by introducing the administrative head in that ministry of St. James. That Saint spelled S-A-I-N-T. But we, the boys, his boys, we call him St. James. S-E-N-T. We call him St. James because we know he was sent by the God of heaven for a time like this to come and compliment the good works of the commissioner and then sell the ministry and of course the state to the world. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I say all that to say that the performing permanent secretary in the Ministry of Information and Strategy is Saint, not Saint, James Akparawa James Edet. A round of applause for him. Might be it will be safe to allow a staff of that ministry take a careful introductions of the directors as they are seated, so that if he fails, they may give him query. I'm not sure they will give me query. Lawrence, you are in the court.
Thank you very much, Imo Etudo, otherwise also known as the Pain King. Having introduced the permanent secretary, a very amiable gentleman, I'd like to also follow in that order by introducing the next person. She is a known face, an active member of the Ministry of Information, of course, the management team. I'm talking about the Director of Public Relations, Mrs. Grace Akpan. Welcome. I want to very eminently follow that introduction by saying the State Director of Information. She is Mrs. Blessing Udwa. A round of applause for her, please. And I would also like to introduce the Director of Admin and Supply. She is Mrs. Tuba Ndonofit. A Dubai ambassador, you would like to add that too. You're welcome, Ma. I also like to quickly follow on every other currency spent in the ministry. You're welcome.